Hey everyone, I'm Loryn Stone with Toy Wizards, that's toy-wizards.com, and you're back for another spontaneous toy review with two wizards!
Two wizards, double the toys, and that means two toys to review.
Wow!
So what we're going to look at today is McFarlane's Gold Label toys. Now, why are they gold labels?
That's a great question.
Because there's a gold label on the toy.
Oh, because they said so. See, I thought originally when I first heard of the gold label, I thought it was going to be like the Japanese toys, like the Takara Tomies and stuff like that, where they're literally gold for special editions.
That's, he also does those as well.
I do remember seeing some gold toys.
He has his own gold. He just really likes the way it pops.
Sure, I get it.
You know, Todd is a very established graphic artist, a comic book artist. He does know colors and how to make things work that way. And he designed this Batman, and that's an old design that he decided to rehash. The Mandarin Spawn.
Ooh, exotic.
Yeah, and that's a toy that came out with his original line of McFarlane Spawn toys, and he decided to make a new one. He reversed it so that the, spike is on the other shoulder. The colors are different. The weapon is more detailed. And this is purely a vanity project on Todd. He just I want to make Mandarin Spawn again. And, you run the toy company, you can do that. If you can just make any toy you want, why would you do a Kickstarter for a Spawn toy when you already make Spawn toys? I did buy one of those Kickstarters.
See? Because people like you will fall for it, and people like me will report on it.
Yeah, we're going to report on it when I get it. The other gold label toy we got is a McFarlane Batman. Now, I don't know how many of you do know, and if you do know, just pass this by. If you don't know, here you go. McFarlane got his big break working for DC Comics. And that was with, when people got to really know him, he started working on Batman. And he did these Batman covers with these giant, what's known as a McFarlane cape. He made a genre for the way that he did stuff. This giant, just blistering Batman cape. And eventually he got to go work on some Marvel stuff and then Spider-Man, and that's where he took off. But his start was Batman.
And so many people harp on the Batman nipples from Joel Schumacher, and you should be harping on the Batman cape from Todd McFarlane.
No, the capes look great in the comics. They do. Yeah. Nipples, not so much. No capes. Yeah. I'm going to open up my Batman, but I don't think we need to open up that.
We don't. I want to talk about this one just real quick because it's interesting. So we, as toy journalists, we keep our ear to the ground, finger to the pulse. We definitely keep aware of not only what toy companies are saying, but what the reception to things are. And I've seen some really negative reception to this. And as someone who is not a big comic book person, you guys know that. I've shared what my fandoms are. I didn't read a lot of comic books. To me, I look at this and I see beautiful blue paint. I see some cool details. It has an edge to it. What is the problem?
The problem is that there really isn't a lot of history for Mandarin Spawn. It was just one of those crazy spawns that he was doing. I'm going to make, Curry Spawn and Mandarin Spawn and Gun Spawn.
Lady Spawn, Raspberry Spawn, Tartar Control Spawn.
It was just one of those things that he did. And this is obviously a design that Todd likes personally, and he decided to bring it back with a more articulated figure, with new weapons, better paint.
Okay.
But it still falls a little short based on a vanity toy, and that's the vanity toy you're going to give us, when we probably would have wanted to see, he doesn't really have the full rights to Angela or one of his other properties that, in the Spawn universe, Spawn. There's other guys that are so-so, we did get Cygor in the new Raw Tin line, which is great because it fits.
Oh, that thing's cool, right?
Yeah. But Mandarin Spawn, could we have had a different Spawn? Absolutely. Spawn 4, which, if you know what that one, he had a scarf and guns, and I'm that Spawn's great. I would have liked a Spawn 4 rather than Mandarin Spawn, or a medieval Spawn. Was another one of the really good ones that we had. For Mandarin Spawn, I got it so we could cover it. I'm just not a fan. Yeah.
Okay.
This new Batman is
ooh, he's crusty.
He's something. This is a Batman designed by Todd for this gold label line, which there's 3 figures. However, Witcher is just delayed for whatever reason. and it's weird. It's a little weird, and I like the weird. I also like the idea of bat swap.
He's thick. He looks like you know, the heavy infantry Mandalorian, the big blue boy.
Yeah,
he's big. Show him off. He's a big boy.
He's a bit chunky. He's got these weird purple lips. Like, can you see that in there?
Let me look. Wait.
So he's a bit weird looking. He's got knives, which are okay. You know, normally Batman would have batarangs and not knives, so it's more of a cross between Talon, which, you know, of the Court of the Owls, or Batman. Like, is this a Talon as Batman that then fits really well?
See, for me, I'm like, I have those boots, gray leggings, I have those spiked arm bracelets, let's go.
I did cover another Batman recently, the death metal Batman, where he comes with this giant duster and stuff. I thought that one was rad. Really, really rad. But it brought me on to the new conclusion of Bat Swap. Where you take Batman parts from different McFarlane figures and swap them around.
That's so cool, you can do that.
You can make your own Batman figure. I'm thinking, we should do a Bat Swap contest.
I'm not going to win.
No, I mean, like for the fans. Like, let people out there bat swap parts out and make their ultimate Batman, and then whoever has the most ultimate Batman wins a prize.
I think that's a great idea. So for you guys, what will we give away? We haven't decided yet, but
I will get a piece of original art from one of my comic book friends, and we'll draw your winning Batman. I'll get someone to draw it for us.
Oh my gosh, more details to come. That's a good idea. All right.
Bat swap. We have busted him free from his eternal prison. These little spikes, they're spiky. Grab onto those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This one right there up in the corner is legitimate. It has curvature. Legitimate curvature.
As normal with his articulation, there's a big curve through here where he's got a ball joint. The head is on a ball joint. It's moving around pretty good. I love this giant glossy black Batman symbol, and then his cape and everything else is a dull black. It's folded over in the back, so we don't get full McFarlane cape Batman. Like, I would have liked to have this cape and then another cape you could wear. He's flowing around. It's definitely a bit more of a grim Batman. There is articulation here to move them out, but no, you can't pivot.
On which part?
Right here. Like, there's no pivot on, like, a lot of figures give you a pivot here where this can be swivel.
Yeah.
These don't swivel, but he's got double jointed knees. Okay. So it means the ankles end up taking a lot of the posability, and you lose a little bit there. And he doesn't have a swivel up at the top of the thigh either.
That cod piece is almost as cool as the new Hot Toys Robin.
He's got quite a bit of cod piece there. Why don't you grab him and I'll see about his accessories.
Alrighty. Heavy.
McFarlane figures are built to last. I give you that. They are
interesting paint. I'm just looking at on the belt.
And he's got goggles too. You want to put his goggles on?
I will. Oh, I thought this was something else.
No.
No.
So this is where I really think, in my mind, how I'm going to place this Batman in with my other Batmans.
Cyberpunk. This
is definitely a Court of the Owls Batman. This is a Talon.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, he's got these knives back here. And McFarlane doesn't care about any of that. He just wants to make a cool-looking toy. And to him, this is where he thought Batman looks cool. You know, this is Todd's ideal of a really cool-looking Batman. And then I see it, and I try to put it in with Batman mythology. Well, okay, this isn't actually Batman, especially with those purple lips. Just don't, that purple lips bother me. This isn't Batman. This is Talon as a Batman. This is a Court of the Owls Batman. And that's why he's got these knives. That's why he's a little bit more deadly than Batman. And that makes sense. And
your headcanon?
My headcanon, that makes sense, and that's where this guy fits. Legs are a real downer. This is supposed to be his Premiere line, Gold Label, and we don't have swivel joints where we need swivel joints to really pose these figures.
There's not a lot of paint on it. There's a lot of colored plastic.
It's colored plastic. It's meant just for that 2 variants, and then there's, you know, gold knives and swords. And yeah, it is a limited palette, definitely. but it works for what the design that he was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
But as a toy, I feel that it's really lacking in leg articulation, and this is an issue that McFarlane needs to address soon. I would love to see them just give us some swivels here. It's not that hard.
It's not that hard.
Add that swivel in. You want to be productive. This is your gold line, your gold label line, and there's no swivel here. There's no swivel up here.
Now, are these still in that $20 range?
They are. Now,
Okay.
They are not costing more. It's just a sticker on the box. Like, we're selling these DC multi-universe toys. Well, how can we also sell more Batmans on top of that? Well, let's put them on a box and we'll slap a gold sticker on that box. Now it's special. Yeah.
No, it's special.
Mandarin Spawn, I'm not going to open them up. Nope. I will probably return that. I'm that disappointed with it. Now that I've seen it in person, I'm just like, no,
thank you.
No, thank you.
In the words of my Israeli aunt smoking her cigarette.
Oh, I love her.
It's not for me.
It's
not for me.
That's classic. It's $20, fine. It's not, if it costs 24 or 30, I would say we were being ripped off. Like that gold sticker isn't worth that extra price. At $20, it's still a neat Batman. It's not Batman. It's Todd's Batman. But I still have some issues with some of the design. I do think as a bat swap, you can change some parts out of here and make a really nice Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So for you bat swappers out there, I'm going to keep moving
Bat swap.
Yes.
That's all we got for you guys today. I'm Loryn Stone.
I'm Scott Zillner.
And we're with toy-wizards.com. Stick with our site daily for toy news, reviews, articles, listicles, snarticles, editorials, opinion pieces. We'll catch you guys for the next one. And keep collecting. Be good. Bye.